Peace, Grand Rising family. Welcome to Higher Self Radio. We are bringing you the 90 Days Towards Alkalinity program. It's very important that you start off your mornings drinking very warm, either warm to hot cups of water. We do this because we don't want to shock our arteries. We don't want to shock our bodies, as you should always be drinking water that is at least room temperature. All right. So in the beginning phase of this journey, we're really using water along with herbs to try to cleanse out our digestive tract, try to cleanse out our gut. This is very important because we're really trying to get our metabolism going. Unfortunately, because a lot of us have been living this westernized lifestyle, we have been consuming solid foods first thing in the morning. This is a huge mistake when it comes down to not only weight loss, but just overall allowing your body to work as it should work anyway. We are putting foods in our bodies that are ultimately working against our body and not working with our body. As far as homeostasis is concerned, anyway, we want our organs to function properly. We don't want our organs to struggle. So if you're putting foods in your body that's processed, anything that's packaged, like pancakes, you're consuming meat products in the morning, like eggs and bacon. These things have to be processed by the body. So this is causing your body to use a ton of energy just to digest a lot of these foods first thing in the morning. Now, if you add the fact that a lot of us don't drink water in the morning, and most of us don't drink water at all during the day, especially water with any significant pH level or alkaline level to it. This is one of the reasons why we have issues with energy. As water is the number one conductor of electricity, we are missing our conductor. So pretty much we are relying on the poor diet and foods that we consume to give us energy, and that's never going to be the case. This is one of the reasons why we have a lot of issues with being so sluggish, especially after the lunch hour. We're putting foods in our body that have tons of chemicals in it, and it's very harmful. So starting off the journey, like I mentioned, we're going to load up on water this morning. This is an extension of day one, as we started late last night. So this will be an extension of day one. Our day two will be on Saturday. So this is part two of day one. And as after this visual, you'll actually see the Dr. Sebi Electric Food Guide, which should be coming up soon. And you'll go down that list. You can screenshot the list, or you can pull it up yourself. It's available online. You can start to become familiar with a lot of the raw fruits and vegetables, and this will be the first phase of this. So one of the reasons why I wanted to start this journey closer to the weekend, because I wanted to allow people time to get the items they needed from the market. Mom's Organic is the go-to market. For those of you who live in the Baltimore area. This is a market I'm familiar with. This is a market that we put a little trust into, and I say a little because we still are not 100% sure about the processes they use to harvest some of these things. But as we would like to believe that a lot of the things are true organic, as the PLU numbers are true organic. They're 5-digit, starting with the number 9. So don't be confused, because a lot of the traditional supermarkets are starting to put organic sections in their market. But make sure that the PLU numbers are matching up correctly to ensure that they are true organic. So take a look at the list. Go down the vegetables and the fruit side of things. These are things that we will be using for salads, as well as our raw consumption. We want to eat our fruits in its rawest form, not adding anything to it. Eat our salads in rawest form, not adding anything to it besides the alkaline herbs and spices. And also the oils we'll be using sparingly. Not a lot of oils, because too much oil can work against our body as well. Remember, we're trying to allow our body not to have to process things. So look through the herbal tea section as well. You want to make sure you stock up on your herbs, especially the ginger, the elderberry, and the burdock. In the beginning phase of this, these are great for cleansing. Ginger is great for cleansing the intestines and overall promoting better digestion. It's going to help cleanse you out. The burdock root, as I mentioned last night, I showed a brief video on how to prepare that. So you should be familiar with the burdock root, as well as the elderberry, which is an anti-inflammatory. It's a mucus remover. So we're definitely trying to get as much mucus out of our bodies as possible. This will allow us to, go pretty much not have any inflammation in the joints, not having inflammation in the head and the nose area. A lot of us have allergy problems. You'll see a lot of these issues start to subside from the change of your diet. This will require some discipline and obedience, so make sure that you are paying attention to all the things that you're going to need. Pay attention to the videos, that they're going to be very much in detail. This particular video is pretty much just a rundown of the list. I wanted to make sure you had a copy of it and know what the list looks like. So if you want to pull it up online, this is something that, it'll be a lot easier for you to find the list if you know what it looks like, the items that are on it. So all in all, man, just a few brief pointers. Make sure that you are keeping your water alongside of you, because water consumption will be very important. Remember, we're trying to cleanse the body. We're not trying to add a bunch of foods to our bodies in our daily consumption, because this is something that we have made a terrible mistake with in the past. We have consumed food. We have consumed solids early in the morning for a long time. Bacon, eggs, and cheese, pancakes, grits, all of these starch-based foods. Of course, the meat is blood and starch, which we're definitely trying to get out of our consumption and our way of thinking. This is an external way of thinking. You're not thinking with an internal mindset, because if you're thinking as far as spirituality is concerned, you would think about the treatment of the animals. You would think about the slaughtering of the animals that is being done to help feed your family, when all in all, you are supposed to be consuming fruits and vegetables to help feed your family. And this is one reason why we are such an obese society, mind, body, and spirit being obese. And, we're dealing with so many health issues. So let's try to focus in on this journey. We're embarking on something great. I feel like a lot of you need this. A lot of you have been making excuses as far as money is concerned. And this is kind of like an experiment to me, because I want to see if people actually make the proper steps to follow this system and follow this journey. Because a lot of times people use money as an excuse. And we all know that, we definitely have enough money to buy the necessities that we need. We often buy things that we don't need. So, like I said, I'm very curious to see if a lot of us make moves. So I've got my eye on some of you, because a lot of you have been following me for some time now. And, I think that this will at least be a jump start for you to move forward as far as making better and wiser health decisions and health choices to not only get yourself healthy, but also your family and the babies as well. So make sure you go follow the pages. All 3 pages will be having updates on it. Sometimes I may update little snippets of the videos on Instagram, but make sure you're definitely following the YouTube channel, which is Higher Self Radio, and all of the updates will be on the YouTube channel. But for those of you who are on Instagram mainly, I will be posting little snippets here and there, but the snippets won't have all the information, of course. They'll pretty much just be kind of like adding like a notification for you. But you can also press the bell icon on my YouTube channel. That way you get notified anytime I post videos about any updates and, my day 1, day 2, day 3, as we're going along in this journey. Later on, I'll be posting a brief list, so you'll have a little bit more of a guideline to follow, and we'll briefly talk about that as well, as I try to make these videos sparingly, in between time, in between when I have time during the day. So, of course, Higher Self Radio is also one of my Instagram pages. As we are creating a podcast platform that I'll be talking about different health topics, and I'll be bringing on different people to voice their opinions as far as health is concerned, different doctors and health professionals. So all in all, I appreciate you all checking in. I appreciate you all subscribing. I appreciate you all following. Let's do this thing. 90 Days Towards Alkalinity by Higher Self Radio. Peace, family.